Good. So tonight, what we're talking about is leverage. The key word here is leverage. And for people that, if you checked my status before now, you notice I posted a video about a billionaire, and he said one of the ways by which you could create wealth right now in this day and age is if you leverage on people, if you leverage on time, and you leverage on money. When I saw that during the week, I resonated with that, and that was like the root of this today. So throughout this session, we're going to be talking about how we can leverage on these three things to earn, not just to earn, to scale up in the financial market. Remember, while we're talking about the financial market here, you can also apply to other areas of your life. But for tonight, it's strictly the global financial market and nothing other than what we have for you tonight. So, for people that are new to the financial market, don't worry, I'm not going to start uh, giving you the foundation and all that, make it boring. No. But one thing about the financial market that I always tell people is this: it creates a lot of opportunity for people to earn daily in the financial market. I'll give you an example. For people that have been following me for the last, let's say, 2 weeks right now, when the war started, I mean, war against Iran, that's Israel and the US against Iran, right? I've been, shouting, I've been giving hints that crude oil would gain would actually gain in value. The value would increase. I cited reasons, in fact I went key into it. But guess what, guys? Do you know as at Wednesday this week that just passed, as at Wednesday, there's something I posted yesterday. Someone just picked 0.01 as at Wednesday buying oil. And guess what, guys? As at yesterday night, yesterday it got to about $90 per barrel, and this guy it hit him on take profit. And guess what? His 0.01 got him to 100 and something dollars, close to $200 in profit. Tomorrow I'm going to talk more about that. But the reason why I said this is this: the global financial market creates opportunities for people to earn. So now the question that everybody keep asking is, Joshua, I want to learn this thing. Joshua, although I want to learn, I don't have the time. So that is where leveraging comes on board. That's where we need to now decipher how we're going to get to the to the end point with what we have. And don't worry, we're going into that. I'm showing you proof, I'm showing you results, even taken from today's details. And don't worry, your mind will be blown away, right? By the end of this. Now, a lot of people, right, they fail because they have tried everything and it doesn't work. But let me tell you, one other thing here is if you watch my status for this week, that's people that joined this meeting from my status. One key thing I drafted out or I underlined from that conversation with the billionaire was that he said something. He said he never give up. Now, it doesn't mean that always the journey would, be smooth, but then never give up. You would need it, especially in this field. You'd understand why shortly. So, successful traders, they use leverage, and today we'll look at how you can leverage on what? People, how you can leverage on time, and how you can leverage with money. I'm going to explain how the three of them work shortly. Now, a lot of problem, like I've said, I think I've preempt myself saying some of these things is the fact that a lot of people out there, right? They don't have the time to analyze the market. They don't, they don't have the right trading experience. Now, this is not some people. I've known someone that, you know, have been learning for a while, but the person still does not have the experience. Why? I think we're discussing it on Friday with one. It was a woman, right? She just ended her premium because I was asking her because she paid for private mentorship with one of my colleagues in Lagos. So I was asking her how, what's going on, how far, how was the training, your personal one-on-one training. So guess what this woman said? She said, Joshua, the training was good. I learned a lot, but I think I've come to one more realization. This thing needs to be done through practice. I said, God bless you, man. You got it. For you to get, but the problem now is she does not have the time. But don't worry, we're here to help you tonight. So the next one is emotional trading decision. A lot of people can relate to this. I'm going to give you an example. This afternoon, I kind of I love to multitask a lot. So while I was preparing for this meeting tonight, I was just scrolling on the internet, and at the same time I was actively preparing for this, and I was passively scrolling on the internet. So I saw this lady, probably not a Nigerian, but maybe one of these African countries. So she was like, what's happening to gold? Whenever the analysis say buy, and when I buy, it sell. Whenever the analysis says sell, when I sell, it buys. And it was somehow it was comical and funny, but it's especially gold right now will play with your emotions, right? So, but then you need to master your emotion, which has a lot to do with psychology, which we'll talk about some other time. But this emotional trading decision is something that a lot of people are lacking, and we'll talk about it some other time. But we're just highlighting this as one of the issues that people normally go through. So I just want to confirm that everybody is still hearing me. For people joining us newly, I would appreciate if we can, mute ourselves and all that. The other problem is inconsistency of results. This happens to almost everybody in the financial market. But however, there is a solution to it. I'm going to give us something to deal with this, even in copy trading, how to deal with inconsistency of result, even in copy trading. I'll talk about it tonight in the slide. Now, many people give up before they see success. A lot of people would tell you that, oh, Joshua, I've tried this thing before, it didn't work. Now, so you need to always keep at it in a strategic way. It's not like the general saying that they say, you're trying to do something the same way again and again and again. No, that is not what we're talking about. You're changing the way and the concept of which you're doing things. And that is what will lead us right now to the concept of leverage. Now, leverage is using available resources to multiply results. Now, the key thing is I don't want to talk much because I have a feeling like I've been saying a lot, but leverage is using what's available to you to get multiple results. And in trading, you can leverage on people. Now you can leverage on the experience of traders. Now I have someone, right? She has accounts with like close to 4, 5 different traders. $500 copying Mr. A, $200 copying Mr. B, $1,000 copying Mr. C, like that. So on her own, she does not have the time because she's not even in the country. She's in UK, right? She doesn't have the time, right? But however, guys, she is leveraging on the skill of these people. Now, another concept that not everybody would not understand is that how can I do this? You can leverage on their skill without actively being involved. And that's what copy trading does for you. Now, with copy trading, when they buy, your account buys automatically. When they sell, your account sells automatically. So your skill, for people that have also been following me for quite some time now, you would have heard me say this. I used to have a colleague that in those days, he doesn't sleep till around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. At times, he would tell me that, he slept around 4 and he has to be in the office as early as, let's say, um, 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 8:30 a.m. the next morning. And it would be like, Joshua, this is my life. And I'm like, guy, I can't be like you. What is he doing? He's back testing his strategy. He's learning. He's doing different kind of things. The truth is, not everybody has that time to do that. But I can leverage on his skill if he has a copy trading as a signal provider. And there's something important here that a lot of people don't know. A lot of people also have this misconception that when you're doing copy trading, is the broker that trades for you. No, no, no. When you are doing copy trading, the broker does not trade for you. What PU Prime just does for you as a broker is this. They give you the platform to trade the financial market. They have nothing to do with initiating trade and all that. In fact, let me go further and say, if anybody in this meeting tonight would master and perfect their trading skill, you can also be a signal provider and people will copy you. Now, this is the example I give people. Imagine if you have, let's say, you have on your own, you are profitable on your $100 account, for instance, you are making like $10, $20. Imagine like 20 or 30 people are copying you. You make more, even as a signal provider. So that's what this is all about. And the time is the fact that, copy trading, it's automated. You don't have to be there actively before you earn. And guess what, guys? Your money does the work for you. So now we're talking fully about leveraging on people's skill through copy trading. Now, the benefit of it is it allows you to automatically copy professional traders while you go on your daily activities. No need to analyze the chart daily. No need to even try to say, oh, what is it doing? Let me copy it. No, no, no. It is done automatically. Some people are new. While you are learning, you can be earning. And this is suitable for people that are professionals. So this is where I want to start showing us some results right now in copy trading so that we can also know that while I'm talking now, someone is thinking, okay, how can I get started? How can I start plugging into these things and all that? Don't worry, before we start looking at the result, because I promised that I'm going to show you guys result. But before I show you guys result, I just want to say something. Now, someone asked me that, Joshua, is there risks associated with trading? The question is a capital yes. Trading comes with it comes with serious risks, and it also comes with serious profit as well. So you need to understand this, and this is what is leading to my next powerful point. Now, a lot of people have not gotten this concept at all. And in my own opinion, this is the reason why a lot of people you know, have not been profitable, even as a copy trader or whatever. Now, some people don't understand that high risks equals high reward. Low risks equals what? Low reward. Now, let's take it a little step further. The higher your risks, the higher you have the higher your potential loss can be. The lower your risks, the lower your potential risk can be. Now, someone might not understand it. Someone will be like, ah, this Oga, yeah, speaking English. Break it to what? Break it down, break it down, break it down. So the other day, I was talking to someone about copy trading, and I was like, "Oh, you make average of 10 to 20%, monthly based on who you copy." And the man, my folks from the east, you bear with me, was like, "No, no, no, no. Talk about money. Let's talk about money. No, 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 no. Let's talk about ego, ego. Let's know what you're talking about. All those your percentage. I don't understand." Tell me in real figures what I'm making or earning. So that's what some people might be feeling right now. So now the thing is, high risk, high reward simply means, right? The more you're looking to make, the more your risk can also, be. So for example, let's put it this way in perspective so you'd understand. We have two people in business. Okay, let me give you another example that we can relate with easy, without any stress or confusion. Let's pick two people. You can use yourself as number one person, and let's use Dangote as number two person. You see where I'm going to in a minute. Let's say two of you you want to go into a business, for example, you want to go into right now, in the next couple of months, Dangote shares will be right. That's the refinery shares will be up for people to start investing in. I think this is a perfect example. Now, let's imagine Dangote himself obviously will want to reinvest in that stuff again, taking the fact that the whole setup, the whole business is his own investment, like already, right? Now, if let's say Dangote is putting like $1 billion, for example, and anybody in this meeting, we are putting our $1,000. Guess what, guys? Dangote is trading with $1 billion in Dangote shares or Dangote refinery shares that is coming up, and you with your own $1,000 already. Dangote's risk is high because he's going into the market with $1 billion, and your own risk is low because you are going into the market with $1,000. So naturally, by logic, by whatever you'd have it, by logic, Dangote will make more money than you. Do you understand? And let's say, still on that example, and let's say for some reasons, in the next 6 months, when Dangote refinery shares, get to launch, right? Within the first 6 months, for some reason, everything was not going well, and Dangote is down by, let's say, 20% of his entire portfolio, and you too, you are down 20% of your entire portfolio. Who has the higher loss? Is him, not us. Because all of us in this meeting, we've agreed that we are going in with $1,000 each, right? So that is the whole thing about the whole scenario about high risks, high reward, low risks, and low reward. And now I'm going to show everybody in this meeting high risks, high reward, low risks, and low reward. And I want us to pick up something from it. Mind you, we are ending this meeting very soon because we want people to go back to their, enjoy their weekend and strategize on how they can start earning, right? And prepare for tomorrow, obviously. Now, I have two accounts here. One account is low risks and the other one is high risks. I'm going to show you different things because I want everybody to just pick one or two things from it. Now we have two types. When you're starting, we can either put you on PU Social, depending on who you're copying or how you're starting, or we can put you on the PU Prime app. So it's still the same copy trading. Now I'm showing, let me play this. Let me start with this one. Now, before someone would misunderstand, so both accounts are sent accounts. So don't say, okay, this is 10,000 and this is 139, although we have people with that funds in PU Prime. All right. So sorry, let's go back. I don't know why this thing just. All right, so let's go back. Now you can see the first thing I had to make sure was that, to show you that this is a live account before we do any other thing. My preoccupation tonight will just show you this is a what? This is a live account, so you understand. And this account, so for people that would not understand, so first we're looking at the white MT4 or MT5 screen here. So this account is a what? Is a live account and is an example of a high risk account. And this person is doing copy trading, obviously, and I will tell you some things after now. So everybody be sure to pay good attention to it. Now, this is an account here. Obviously, you can see that it's a live account, and this is $100 in cents. Now, let me show you some of the examples. So today, what happened? So this is today. They just charged 0.33 cents, 33 cents as profit share. So it means that there was actually a trade yesterday and they charged profit share because I've had this. Some people will be telling me that, Mr. Joshua, I'm seeing minus in my account. I did not withdraw. So you understand, this withdrawal is called profit share. Let me start saying it now because I've had someone actually I spent 20 minutes trying to explain to someone that this is profit share because in my mind I was like, sir, you want to do copy trading and you don't want the person that you are copying to earn. I was just laughing like, sir, He was like, my money, my money, my money. I'm like, no, no, no. The person you are copying, the system automatically deduct it. So because some people will be asking that, oh, can the trader just withdraw my money? No, no. This is done by the system because you agreed to the copy trading terms and conditions. All right. So let's go ahead so we can see it. Hope everybody is seeing it though. All right. So guess what? Can you see this? This is let me just go back so that everybody will see it again, so that everybody sees it. So this is just last week. Now, it's like you are not understanding this. Now, imagine $100 account already is making $84 in a week. That's more than 50% already. But let's not go there. I'm still showing you something so that you can see the power of this. Good. So I want to show you the results, obviously, from I think February till March. From February till March. So that you can see the result from February till what? Till March. So let me pause this here, right here. Guess what, guys? From February till March. Now, please, I want you to pay close attention to this thing. Now, the deposit in this account is what? $100. And the withdrawal on this account is what? Please, I want you to look at it with me. $437, including profit share. Are you seeing what I'm saying? So this is an example of high risk. Now, I want you guys to understand this. This is not for everybody. So, because someone would ask me that, Joshua, this is what I want to do. No, this is not meant for everybody. You'd understand why I said that in a moment. Now, this is an aggressive system, ultra aggressive system. This person has not just gotten $100, he has gotten 400 and what? $37. A classic example of what? Of high risk. And let me also say something here again, right? Now, this person's before this person started, because I spoke with the person, right? He said the trader had told him, because funny enough, it will interest you to know that the copy trader of this account on PU Social is a lady. So it's interesting to know. Yeah, this is what I think tomorrow is Women's Day, right? Obviously. So the owner of this copy trading account is a lady, a woman. So women take risks. Women take risks, but that's not why we're here, obviously. So this is aggressive, high risks. And I think we've spoken about this enough. Let's look at the low risks. Now, you notice something with the low risks. Okay, before I go to the low risks, let me say one more thing about the high risks. The owner of this account, you know, she told him that, guy, as you are depositing this $100 in this account, because this is high risk, two things will happen. Either you lose it or you gain. So the owner of this account, his risks, entire risks on this account is $100. So the person was able to settle it in his heart that, okay, this is what I want to do. Let me do it. So for someone that your risk level is not as high as $100, I beg you, don't do this. I beg you, don't do this. Rather, do something called what? The low risk system. I would also show us some other low risks as time will permit us. All right, so let me play this so that you see. Now you notice something. Most of the time, this is a live account as well. Most of the time, you notice something. Now, guess what, guys? So this is the funny thing. When an account of $100 is making more than $70 in a week, account of 1,000 is making $70, $76. Now the question is why? Because the owner of these accounts does not have a high risk appetite. So these are something that you don't get to hear everywhere, and you need to know. For you to know how for you to know that all these screenshots or these videos were generated like shortly. If you can look at the top here for the high risk, it was generated like 7:23. I asked them to send me a video, and this one was 7:28. For you to know that okay, these things they were just generated like some few minutes ago. Now you know because low risks are small, their returns are usually small. So we advise people, if you are doing low risks, if you have if you can do something big so that you can get something reasonable. For example, 10% of $1,000 is not the same thing as 10% of what? $100. So you'll be making more in the low risks. So you are still making money, but over time, right, you may have cover your capital as well. So this is what um people don't understand. If you can take risks, you are here. But if you can't take risks, stay here. If you have limited funds, low risks is for you, because some people will still be arguing that okay, I can take high risks. But let me tell you, let me make it simple. If you have limited funds, low risk is for you. But if you have extra cash to spare, you can also venture into high risks. Now, there's a rule that I give to everybody. You cannot have a high risk account if you don't have an existing low risk account. It means that you must have had an account on low risks that is trading before you can even have a high risk account. So I hope you got that. You need to have a high risk account before you can, sorry, a low risk account rather, before you can have a high risk account. Why? Because that's a way or a form of diversification. And guys, don't forget, as I said, whether you are doing low risks or high risks, your money is working for you. You are leveraging on the skill of those people. You are leveraging on the technology, and your money is the one doing the whole work for you, because this is automated. Do you know of this account has made good profit already this month, this year already? So I even say something jokingly. I said, sir, if you stop copy trading and you don't even trade for the rest of the year again, you have made virtually more than what some investments will still make this year. That is the insane opportunity that the financial market gives you, right? So let's go ahead, because I want to show I promise to end shortly. We're ending soon. So this is actually another account I wanted to show us. Now, I want you to pay attention to this. Now, this account has made 117%, right? And guess what? Started copying 16th of what? January 2026. By calculation, that is close to, if we add yesterday and today, it should be close to 50 days, or let's say 48 to almost 50 days, or 50 something days. 16th of January till today alone, copy trading. So this is something else that people can also do. So let's go, because I want to end shortly. So these are some other people, because I need to show us some of these things. Now you can see this was also, if you check, this was generated 7th of March. So you can see it was all generated today, so that you can see that okay, these results are time sensitive, and they were generated before this meeting shortly. Now, see, this account has made 50% was generated today. This account made 24% generated today. This account made 42% was also generated today. All copying was different people. Now, this is on the copy trading app. So if you have made 24%, that's low risk. From January to now, if you made 24%, it's low risk. In as with the way the market move, aggressive, upward, downward, left, right, center, that is that is it for you. Do you understand? So you need to understand these things, and you need to know how to work with it. In fact, this is just me showing you some results as well. All of these things were generated today for you to know that Funny enough, some people still trade today. Some of these signal providers trading BTC USD, you can still be making money during the weekend. Do you understand? So that's you leveraging on their skill. The next that I'm going to be talking about is because we have some other people that while they are doing copy trading, because we'll take questions shortly, obviously, they also want a system whereby they can also be picking some trades themselves. So this is where signal trading is awesome. It's a good start. For people that joined, I think yesterday, Friday, in one of our community, we did NFP trading and we made good profit. So, and this is what you get when you leverage also, because it's a way of you leveraging on their experience too. So you can get signals. Now, signals are guides for you to trade. So, for example, if somebody have been following my status for over 2 weeks right now, and you've been seeing how I've been saying, oh, oil, crude oil, and all that would, increase in value and all that. You can take it as a signal, you know, as a fundamental analysis in addition to what you're already doing. And you can use that to do what? To earn. If someone had, or in fact, if you had just placed buy last week Friday or on Monday, last week Monday, sorry, this week Monday, if you had placed buy on oil from a signal, you'll have made bastard profit, as we normally say it over here. So now, what are signals? It provides you with trade ideas from expert traders. You spend less time analyzing the chart. You just receive entry and exit points. Maintain the control of your account. You don't have to share profit with anybody. Copy trading, you still share profit, but this one, you don't share profit. Not that profit uh, sharing of profit is a bad thing, but this is just the whole idea. You determine the lot size you want to take. You determine every single thing about your trading. And this is something that, in fact, if if you want to make as if you want to start earning as soon as Monday, you can use this. You can use this because there's always signals. Always what signals? So I'm going to show you some results. Um, Two categories of results. So the first category I'll be showing you, it's the currency. So people that were trading with the premium signals from the community this week, on Monday, right? On Monday they got about 315 pips. Uh, 100 pips on the first buy, the next buy to give stop loss. So as you can see, it's transparent. You see the losses. You'd also see the profit as well. So it's not a one-sided thing that you just see the profit alone. No. So this one, you are the one that will decide. I want to buy gold. I want to do this. I want to do that. So this is the signal. So let me not belabor that. So if you had cut all the pips, including the losses and the profits, you'll have gotten 3,390 pips and 50 pips loss. That is a lot. That is a lot. I even tell people that with only signals, you can grow your account with average of 15 to even 25, 30% within a month, trading yourself with signals. It is very, very possible. And you can also get trading ideas from the PU Prime app and everything. One of these days we'll talk about that, how to get it. So some people will be like, Joshua, gold has shown me shiggy, like the um reel I was talking about earlier today. The lady was just saying that, what's wrong if I buy gold to sell, if I sell gold to buy. Some people be like, I don't want gold, Joshua. I want currency. If you want currency, there's something for you. So there's also a premium currency group whereby you can get signals on GU, EU, GBP, JPY, GBP, USD. You know, a lot you can actually earn. So from the group, we earn. But the thing is, with the currency trade, you would have like a lot of trade ongoing. The gold trades most at times they are intraday, but the currency at times, you can run for 2 days, 3 days, even a week. I think right now there are still some trades that are on as well. So this is wonderful for anybody, for everybody that wants to join. So not only showing the result as well, but we will show you the live result as well. So you see, these are trades from this week, from signals. These are trades from this week taken with signals, and anybody can be part of this. Before I go into this, one more thing I want to say about the signals is there are two categories. We have the free signal group and we have the premium signal group. Now, the premium signal group is owned by a partner, while the free signal group is owned by a mentorship community where once your account is funded, you can be part of it. So once you've funded your verified account, you just add you there. But the premium one, you would link you to our partner so that you can get the details and be part of the premium signal group as well. All right. So how do we start all of this? How do you start your copy trading today? And how do you start your signal, whichever one that you want to do. First, you need to send a message to whoever asked you to join this meeting and ask them to send you a link to register. When you register, verify your account by uploading your ID cards, fund it, then you can reach out to them. So we'll give you step-by-step guide on how you can get started. Now, let me just answer some frequently asked questions. Then I would ask one or two questions. I would give space, right, for people to, ask their questions. So there's a question that people normally ask. Meanwhile, I think we've come to the end of today's meeting, but people can start putting up their question. You can just type it while I take the FAQs, that's frequently asked questions. So someone would ask, "Oh, Joshua, what's the minimum to start copy trading?" The minimum is always subjected to you. Is subjected to you. So, for example, right, um, the base level, we recommend you start with 200, 250, depending on who you want to copy. Well, if you are starting with a standard account, right, we advise you to, fund $500 or even 1,000, right? So that's it. But students in our midst can fund a cent account and fund, let's say, $50 for the student copy trading. You don't that one obviously is low risk. Is not high risk, right? So that's one of it. So two, is it Pew Prime that is trading for you or giving you signal? The answer is no, no. So the signal providers are traders like you and me. So another question that people normally ask is, how do I get started? Just send us a message so that um, we can give you details on how you can get started. So at this point, I want to you can you can type your questions. If you enjoyed the session, obviously, if you enjoyed the session, I want to just type a fire emoji. Let's feel the energy if you enjoyed the session. Tomorrow we're going to continue again this same time tomorrow. We're going to be looking at we'll still be looking at copy trading and signal trading, but however, we won't talk much on it, but we'll talk about something else. So if you enjoyed the session, just type a fire emoji. Oh, thank you, Amos. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's nice. All right. While you're typing your fire emojis, oh, thank you, Elijah. Oh, thank you, Samsung. Thank you. Don't know who Samsung 986B is, but I think I know you in the spirit. Okay, John Paul. Oh, good, 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 good. I love the energy. Amos, John Paul. Oh, that's good. That's good. Now, Mr. Leo said something remarkable. Okay, Ijoma Enuma, I can see you. Fire emoji, that's good. Marianne, I can see you. Okay. Mr. Okosun. So, how did I say Mr. Engineer? I can see you. I can see you. All right, good, good. So it appears everybody enjoyed it. So Mr. Leo is asking one question. He says, "What's the requirement for me to join the premium Signal group?" So the premium Signal group, obviously, you need to have a live account with PU Prime that's funded, and you can just send me a message so that I'll link you up with our partner so that you can get the full detail. Obviously, you'd subscribe for it. Oh, my boss. So, starting from, I guess, next week, uh, now someone just commented here he's a big man in the building, this leverage online. So, is one of our partners, is one of the signal providers that I'm going to be talking to. So, I think next week, either Saturday or Sunday, I will give him the platform to talk. So, is one of the good, when I mean a good signal provider, trader, marketer. In fact, he's in the building. So I celebrate you, sir, for joining us tonight. Tonight. So obviously next week will be bigger. It will be better. And thank you, sir. We appreciate your presence here. Next week I would have a session with him, so he would get to talk to us. So if you want to listen to a signal provider, there is no PU prime, there is neutral. You've been seeing us talk about copy trading, copy traders, and all that. If you want to see them live in action, so make sure that you get link, invite a lot of people so that we can host him specially. So by next week, we would host him to give us one or two tips as well. It's going to talk about his strategy. It's going to talk about how you can connect to it, and we are going to make money together. So these are the oil money in our midst. So, all right, there's also something I wanted to say. So, regardless of where you are or what you do or whatever this meeting made you feel, these, let's say, 30 minutes or 40 minutes will make no sense to you if at the end of this meeting you just close your laptop or you close your phone and you just behave like nothing happened. Like you are not taking step, you are not taking step, you have not started anything. You have not started. You are not serious yet. You are not there yet. Now, what is you getting started? You getting started is you just taking action. For example, let me give you. I used to have a student, I think 2 years ago. Now, these students did not have, because then we had like a copy trading system and the minimum was 200. Guess what I told this guy? I said, guy, how much do you have? He said $50. I said, fund it. Will you keep funding that $50 until your account gets $200 and we'll link it? And guess what, guys? It took us about, I think, 3 months and some days to get that. And the moment he got it, at the end of the month, he was just withdrawing profit till he withdrew all his capital. So what am I saying? In fact, this same person, I think one of these days, I think I should bring him on board, because when he was serving, he was not even running after government job. Why? Because that was a motivation alone for him to just make sure that he learned trading, and he learned it. Right now, he's trading himself. So that's the power. If your goal is to start with $1,000 and you don't have it, start with 500. Top up. If all you have right now is 50, fund it. Keep topping up until you get to maybe 100 or 200 or 300 or whatever, and you start. That is what we call action. Because a lot of people in this life, they want to get to the end goal, but they are not putting in the right thing that is needed. My boss used to say something. My boss would tell you that the way this economy is going, if you had one stream of income or two stream of income before, with the way inflation is ravaging, it's not just in Nigeria. I used to have a client. I still have a client in Canada, in Europe. I messaged him this evening while I was preparing for this. I was like, "Sir, it's been a while," because I know he has a copy trading account that has been going, gradually, gradually. So he said, if you have one or two stream of income, my boss said, you need to multiply it to 5, 10, because it will be bad for your level of your lifestyle to go down because of money. Your question should be, okay, I need to achieve this, I need to achieve this year. We're still in the first quarter. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Irrespective, if something bad had happened in January, no, we're starting again. We'll not give up until we hit this thing. Most of these traders and signal providers that you see out there, a lot of them, they fell, they rose up again, they fell. 2022, I used to have like a client. Now is like one of my good partners. He bought a robot for $2,000, thinking that that's where, because that's thinking that that's the holy grail. Guess what, guys? That robot bought his money away. He blew everything, when the market was volatile. But guess what? As I'm talking to you right now, this same person has been falling, rising again, and right now, this same person has his own strategy that is giving him crazy profit. Last year, one of these sessions, maybe in the next couple of weeks, I'll share his result. Last year, only from partnership alone, he made nothing less than $16,000. That is an example of trying again and again and again. So we've come to the end of this, guys. It's nice to have everybody connected here. Would continue tomorrow. Tomorrow, hopefully, we promise to be shorter. Will not take much will not take much of our time, but I believe that the
Hello?
session, everyone enjoyed it. So we'll wrap up
Hello?
today. All right, someone is asking
Hello?
a question. All right. Do you have a
Uh,
question?
yeah, thank you, Joshua. Yeah, please, the copy trading that is that made a profit of 117% in 3 months. Is it an aggressive mode or a low risk mode?
Okay. All right. So obviously we can't say that is low risk. That is aggressive, but even in aggressive, we have intermediate aggressive, all that. But to answer your question with yes or no, it's aggressive, but it's in the middle. It's not super aggressive, it's intermediate aggressive. It's intermediate aggressive. And there's also something I forgot to mention when I was talking about copy trading. Now, the fact that, hope I've answered your question, sir.
Yes, you have. And I want to know if it has lasted for several months without being burnt. I think it was trading on gold, Abby.
Yes, it's trading on gold. It's trading on gold.
Has it lasted up to maybe up to 6 months without burning the account?
Yes, it has. It has. But this particular screenshot that I pull up, that I showed you, it's not the result from the trader. It's the result from the copier. So and they
Okay.
started. And they started this year. So maybe some other time I'll pull up some of these results. So like I said, from next week I want to start bringing out some signal providers they should come on board and tell us about their systems, show us some certain results, and all of that. And to say this as well, just some couple of thoughts that came to me. Now, the unique thing about copy trading is the fact, right, that the first thing is you don't really the grace or the liberty that copy trading gives you is this: if trader A, you are copying trader A, it does not mean that you are already, or you have automatically leverage on the whole copy trading system in this world. No. So it's possible that maybe a trader might fail, and there are other traders out there, because like I said from the beginning of this, right, let's go away from trading right now. I've done some business, and I know people that did business or that are still doing business, right? And People have done business that, wasn't profitable. But because they did a kind of a business that was not profitable does not mean that they just stop. They look for how to come back again and re-strategize. If possible, change trader. What am I saying? There are some traders that might not give you what you want. We can switch to another trader, but before we switch to another trader, which is linking me to one of the most important thing that I wanted to say is this. To answer Mr. Leo's second question again, that can we see the result for 6 months? Can we see the result? Another thing again is how to also know a good trader, right? Is how they trade. Now, there are some of these intermediates or trader that trade aggressively too. I tend to monitor how they trade too. For example, on Friday was NFP. Most of these guys, they were not trading during NFP. When I see a trader that is trading during NFP in my mind, I'm like, no matter, because I've been in this industry for more than 10 years. Most people that trade that are very profitable, they they don't, for example, if you have like a particular system that you trade normally, you will not trade it with NFP. You need a different system entirely to trade NFP. So most of these people, they don't trade. But for personal trade now, if I'm trading NFP personally, I know that, okay, I'm not trading. In fact, let me tell you guys, if I'm trading NFP, I don't trade NFP on my personal account. Maybe I can just fund like, maybe just move $100 into one account and trade NFP with. So there are certain things that I'm going to share with us and also teach us in the course of this meeting. Why? Because there is, I believe, there is a lot of money in this industry, a lot. And we need to make it. And I'm here to help you make it. Also, lest I forget, as I round up, we've talked about high risks today. We've talked about low risks. And we also talked about the fact that, you can leverage on both or any. But for people that are doing high risks, because I said I was going to say it at the beginning, how to manage your wins so that at the end of the day you don't lose, even should in case there's a loss, is this. For example, the account that I showed us, the person that deposited $100 and has made over $300 just from February to now, obviously high risk. As every day, as the person will be, at the end of the day, he withdraws from the account. That's it. Right now, the person has withdrawn $300, nothing less than $300. And what the person deposited only $100. God forbid anything happens to the $100, the person is still in overall profit. That's that's aggressive for you. But low risks, you can now start talking about compounding because somebody out there will be thinking, Joshua, why should I do low risks when so that is another reason. And that's why I don't advise everybody to do high risks. High risks is not for everybody. If you're having limited capital, not for you. But if you know you can take it, sign it up, and before you know it, you can start it up. And I think next week again, we're going to be starting a challenge. So I want everybody to be in the community and make sure if you don't get the link before next week Sunday or Saturday, send me a message that you get the link because the risks that we want to talk about is want to do a kind of challenge. So what's the challenge? The challenge will be to grow $100. The first, it has like different milestones. The first challenge will be growing $100 to $500, and we'll do another one $500 to 1,000. So that will be the first challenge. But in this challenge, we'll be withdrawing our profit every day. So that's the challenge. So I'm going to launch it next week. So it's nice, everybody. Nice to have you. Hope you enjoyed the session. Sorry, guys, I had to stretch this meeting a bit, but I believe it was worth it. So we're having another session tomorrow. Tomorrow's one is going to take a different flavor to it, but trust me, you still get the value. I'm sure by the end of this meeting, everybody on Monday next week, we're all going to earn. And how can you earn? You must take action. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Mr. Akinkumi. God bless you very much. I really appreciate you joining the meeting tonight. That's one of my special persons as well, long time client as well. So, by God's grace, this year is going to be awesome. We'll make a lot by the special grace of God. So, we'll end it tonight. Send us a message. Send me a message to get started. Send me a message to get started. So, good night, everyone, and we would end it for tonight. Bye for now.